A secret letter, reportedly hidden inside the Resolute desk, has suddenly triggered questions at the very heart of the White House. According to a top Trump aide, the confidential message is addressed directly to Vice President J.D. Vance and is meant for use if something happens to President Donald Trump. The revelation emerged while Trump was holding one of the most sensitive diplomatic meetings of his presidency in Beijing. And now, attention is turning toward the emergency protocols designed to protect the American presidency during moments of global crisis. President Donald Trump reportedly keeps a confidential letter addressed to Vice President J.D. Vance inside the Resolute desk in the Oval Office. The claim was made by Deputy Assistant to the President Sebastian Gorka during an appearance on the Pod Force One podcast released on Wednesday. Gorka said the letter contains written instructions intended for Vance should an emergency involving the president ever arise. There is a letter in the drawer in the Resolute desk that is addressed to the vice president should something happen to him, Gorka said during the interview. He refused to reveal the contents of the letter or explain the exact emergency procedures linked to it. "We have protocols, trust me. Not ones I can discuss, but we have protocols," Gorka added. The White House later declined to directly confirm the existence of the reported letter when approached by Fox News Digital. Instead, officials referred reporters to earlier comments made by Trump concerning threats against him earlier this year. The disclosure comes amid heightened security concerns surrounding Trump's presidency and rising fears over political violence targeting senior U.S. officials. American media reports in recent weeks have highlighted growing anxiety inside federal security agencies over threats directed at political leaders. Despite those concerns, Gorka dismissed suggestions that foreign governments would attempt to target Trump during his overseas trip. "Everybody wants recognition from this man," Gorka said while discussing Trump's visit to Beijing. Gorka then compared Trump's global influence to former President Dwight Eisenhower, calling him the most powerful leader America has seen in decades. The comments came as Trump entered high-stakes talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping, covering trade, Taiwan, Iran, artificial intelligence, and strategic competition between Washington and Beijing. The timing of the revelation has intensified scrutiny because Trump's Beijing visit is widely viewed as one of the most sensitive diplomatic engagements of his presidency. At the center of the debate now is the issue of presidential succession and continuity planning during periods of geopolitical instability. Under the U.S. Constitution, the vice president becomes first in line to assume the presidency if a president dies, resigns, or becomes incapacitated. The Presidential Succession Act of 1947 further outlines the order of succession beyond the vice president to ensure continuity of government during crises. Successive U.S. administrations have maintained extensive contingency frameworks designed to preserve federal authority during emergencies, ranging from terror attacks to nuclear conflict scenarios. While Gorka described the reported letter as evidence of strong White House preparedness, the disclosure has only deepened intrigue surrounding the administration's secret emergency protocols.
Let me say a few words first. And then I'd like to invite you, Mr. President, to deliver your opening remarks. President Trump, I'm very pleased to meet you in Beijing. Welcome back to China after 9 years. The whole world is watching our meeting. Currently, transformation not seen in a century is accelerating across the globe, and the international situation is fluid and turbulent. The world has come to a new crossroads. Can China and the United States overcome the Thucydides trap and create a new paradigm of major country relations? Can we meet global challenges together and provide more stability for the world? Can we, in the interests of the well-being of our two peoples and the future of humanity, build a brighter future together for our bilateral relations? These are the questions vital to history, to the world, and to the people. They are the questions of our times that you and I need to answer as leaders of major countries. This year is the 250th anniversary of American independence. Congratulations to you and to the American people. I always believe that our two countries have more common interests than differences. Success in one is an opportunity for the other, and a stable bilateral relationship is good for the world. China and the United States both stand to gain from cooperation and lose from confrontation. We should be partners, not rivals. We should help each other succeed and prosper together and find the right way for major countries to get along well with each other in the new era. Mr. President, I look forward to our discussions on major issues important to our two countries and the world, and working together with you to set the course for and steer the giant ship of China-U.S. relations so as to make 2026 a historic landmark year that opens up a new chapter in China-U.S. relations. I will pause here and hand over to you, Mr. President. Thank you.
Well, President Xi, I want to thank you very much. First of all, that was an honor like few have ever seen before. And I think I was particularly impressed by those children. They were happy. They were beautiful. The military is obvious. It couldn't be better, but those children were amazing, and they represent so much. And I know they represent so much to you. You and I have known each other now for a long time. In fact, the longest relationship of our two countries that any president and president has had. And that's, to me, an honor. We've had a fantastic relationship. We've gotten along. When there were difficulties, we worked it out. I would call you, and you would call me. And whenever we had a problem, people don't know, whenever we had a problem, we worked that out very quickly. We're going to have a fantastic future together. Such respect for China, the job you've done. You're a great leader. I say it to everybody. You're a great leader. Sometimes people don't like me saying it, but I say it anyway because it's true. I only say the truth. And I just want to say, on behalf of all of the great delegation that we have the greatest businessmen, the biggest, and I guess the best in the world. We have amazing people, and they're all with me. Every single one of them, we asked the top 30 in the world, every single one of them said yes. And I didn't want the second or the third in the company. I wanted only the top. And they're here today to pay respects to you and to China. And they look forward to trade and doing business. And it's going to be totally reciprocal on our behalf. So I really look very much forward to our discussion. It's a big discussion. There are those that say this is maybe the biggest summit ever. They can never remember anything like it. I can say in the United States, people aren't talking about anything else. But it's an honor to be with you. It's an honor to be your friend. And the relationship between China and the USA is going to be better than ever before. Thank you very much. Thank you.